Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video here on Bitcoin and the crypto markets. Because we'll focus on some altcoins as well. There's some interesting altcoins, but in general, kind of to dive right into this analysis, the market unfortunately is still very correlated. You can see that right here. It's bouncing up and down since the US opening, which today I waited a little bit for the US to open to kind of see what that brings, but so far it's just been kind of pump and dumpy. The news we got today was also relatively mixed, right? So we had the initial jobless claims and the continuing jobless claims. I would say initial and continuing was relatively mixed. Like both of the actual results were actually lower than expected, which is bearish. But then at the same point of time, we also got the ADP employment change, and there we could see that there were much less jobs created than expected, which is what you want to see. And I know that sounds weird, but what you want is you want a bearish dollar strength index. And so far that has also been mixed, right? So we had that initial drop after the first news. And then since the US opening, that has bounced a little bit, which also has the effect of being a bit of a bearish pressure on the stock markets. Stock markets so far have also opened relatively well, but that is still something we have to monitor, because they have been quite bearish over the last couple of days, and that also dragged Bitcoin down. So yes, the US market has opened, but do we have any clear information of what Bitcoin is doing right now? No, not yet. 15-minute time frame is very much pump and dump, right? So what we're waiting for is some sort of conclusive move here. Listen, I'll tell you what I expect at this point of time, and I'll tell you the possibilities in a moment. But first of all, the situation is very confusing, all right? The open interest right here is going up a lot. So a lot of new positions are opened on Bitcoin here, but it's very mixed. Like you have some buy orders coming in, then you have a lot of sell orders coming in the Asian and the European session today. And then the US session so far has opened relatively bullish, but we've not seen any significant bullish breakouts. Like, in order for Bitcoin to really get bullish here, we need to break above 58,500 at least. And I don't expect that. All right, I think we can pump up there, like we've seen pumps yesterday, but also on Monday, excuse me. So that I do expect, but I listen, I would assume, if I were you, that's at least what I'm doing, that we will not get this breakout. All right, and that we will eventually even drop down to 54 cents. The market just has been so weak in the last couple of days, at least, but last week as well, that I do not expect, and I will not predict, a bullish breakout. I will be ready though. All right, I'm not going to short Bitcoin. I don't think that's the wisest choice either, but I will wait until we break above 58,500, 58,700 before opening new long positions. And I don't expect that, all right? There is some momentum coming in here, but still there's no real strong fundamentals. And I'm also not convinced about what I've seen so far by Bitcoin. So, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be quite volatile today, I would say. Tomorrow, by the way, we have the unemployment rate numbers. That's going to be important as well, together with the non-farm payrolls. It's going to be very, very volatile, of course. And outside of that, look, most altcoins right now are just very correlated. There are some that are trying to outperform here. So, for example, I did take a position in ladies. As you can see, this is my position. I think this is looking quite interesting, but ladies is a bit of a historically scam coin. So I'm not sure if I would recommend you dabbling in that. But outside of that, I'm actually quite a bit of a fan of the bounce that Cardano got. Also gains quite a lot of momentum, so that's interesting. As I said this morning as well, I'm still interested in SUI if we break above 84 cents. 1 inch, a little bit less so. This morning was still interesting, now not so much. Dogs, I'm still waiting for the pump, but that's not happening right now. That's also what I said this morning. And then outside of that, there's some scam coins like Reef and Saga that are interesting. And Sats, by the way, as well, but that's right here, Sats. So Sats, Saga, and Reef, in terms of scam coins or manipulated coins, are quite interesting. And then outside of that, there's not much to report on. If there's anything interesting that I think is worth to take a position in, I'll let you know on X. All right, so make sure to follow me there as well. I post quite a bit on there. which you can find me at Cilinix Crypto, everything for free, of course. But there I also posted about Re, for example. We talked about Bitcoin and that we needed to break 58,000. Just in general, filled with, I would say filled with value, but that's up to you to find out. For now, those are my thoughts. Hopefully we can break 58,500, but before we do, be cautious and be careful. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you all tomorrow.